still have 14 hours to go. It's fine. I'm gonna go back to reading, but just know that I'm losing my absolute mind. And I love it. We both saw it. I don't have to speak about it that much. The ending quite literally broke me. I can't believe I'm gonna have to read a classic at night. It's 1:30 in the morning. I failed this 24-hour readathon. I could not do it. I'm so sorry for everybody who believed in me, but okay, all right, okay. Yes, for sure, absolutely. I'm going to be doing something that I've never done before, but I feel like it could be really, really fun, or it could ruin my life. I want to try and do a blind 24-hour readathon. Let me explain. I have these wrapped books. I don't know what they are, so I'm basically going into this 24-hour readathon with no idea what books I'm going to be reading. So do you understand why this could either make or break me? Because I could either get some really good books, or or I could not, and that's terrifying, but I feel like that's part of the challenge. Since I've already done so many other 24-hour readathons, I feel like I just need to spice things up a bit now and again, you know what I mean? Let's do it, let's do it. I'm excited. I am about to do some Patreon reading sprints, and I feel like I could use that time that I'm going to be reading with my Patreons to get started with the 24-hour readathon. They have no idea that I'm doing this. This is probably the craziest thing that I've ever done, but somehow I'm more excited than ever. I have our very trusty spinning wheel here, and we're just gonna give it a spin, okay? I've added all of the numbers that are on these books, so I don't have 1 through 10 because I have opened some of them already for a previous video that I did. Marty, I'm scared. Marty, I'm scared. Okay, let's go ahead and spin for the first time and see what book we're going to be reading to start off our 24-hour readathon. Okay, number 10. Am I mad about this? Okay, I'm not mad about this. This was our very first winner. Number 10, it's a thin book. I'm happy with this. You know, we just have to start things slowly, okay? If I would have gotten number 9, like, did you see the size? Did you see the size of number 9? That is insane. So I'm really happy that we got number 10 first. So let's open it up and see what we're going to be reading. Stop. Is this a manga? Oh my god, it's a manga. It's a manga, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is like the best thing I could have asked for. This is like the best way to start a 24-hour readathon. Okay, I'm like twice as excited. First of all, because I got a manga as my first book in this 24-hour readathon, but also because I've been dying to read Skip Beat. This was sent to me as a gift, and I just feel like I'm going to love this. I've been in the mood for some shoujo recently. This was, oh my god. I feel like the universe wants me to have fun. So we're definitely going to be having fun today, folks. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to see what the rest of this 24-hour readathon has in store for us. I'm so excited. You don't understand. I literally let out a breath I didn't know I was holding when I saw that the first book was a manga, but we still have other books in this readathon. I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm terrified, but I feel like this could be a fun time, so buckle up, get your snacks, get your drinks, let's do this. I'm excited. has officially been 51 minutes since I started this 24-hour readathon, and I have finished Skid Beat, which was the first book of this readathon. I'm currently doing some Patreon reading sprints, so I can't vlog for long. I'm gonna just tell you, I love this. I didn't know what this was about when I first started it, but right from the get-go, it gets so interested and you're immediately like into the story. Like, you want to know what's going to happen, you want to know what's going on with these characters, and the way that our main character is treated, like I would go to war for her. And I'm really excited to continue with the rest of the series, but before we can do that, we have to spin again because we need to see what our second book of this 24-hour readathon is going to be. Low-key scared, but let's do this. Oh my goodness. Okay, I really, like, the only number that I don't want to get is number 9. I swear to God, I'm gonna get, oh. Like, literally, what is up with my luck with spinning wheels? Like, what do you mean? Like, the one number that I didn't want to get is the number that I get. I need to stop speaking the things that I don't want into existence. What I don't, okay, anyways. So we got number 9. I mean, I guess we might as well get it out of the way. I don't know what this book is going to be, but it feels heavy, it feels hefty. Let's just open it, okay? Let's see what I'm going to be reading. Oh wait, is this another manga? Shut up, I thought it was like, oh my God, it's Bleach. Okay, okay. I may not be as mad as I thought I would be with this pick because, oh my God, it's Bleach. This is like an omnibus edition, and this has the first 3 volumes of Bleach. I honestly thought this was going to be worse, but apparently the universe wants me to have the best time possible because for our second book of the readathon, we're going to be reading Bleach. And again, I have no idea what the story is about. I don't really know anything about Bleach. I think all I know is that the main character has orange hair and he has like a really big sword. This is great. Thank you so much, spinning wheel. This is incredible. I'm gonna go back to my reading sprints now and I'm gonna get some more reading done. I'll check back later to see how we're doing, how we're feeling. Yeah, this is incredible. I love it. I love the vibes that we have built. I'm so excited. Let's go, let's go. I've officially reached the 3-hour mark on this 24-hour readathon, and I have completed my read of Bleach, the first 3 volumes. This was honestly a really cool experience. Like, I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't know I was going to be this good. And like, as soon as I started reading, like the very first episode, it kind of hooks you in and it doesn't let you go. And it's like about this story about this main character, this orange-haired person. His name is Ichigo, and he has been able to see ghosts for his entire life. Now, this is not a normal thing. Like, apart from this, he's a pretty average guy, you know, just your normal 15-year-old sullen kid. And this one night, his family is being attacked by this vicious spirit, and he is rescued, or he is protected by this soul eater, which helps get rid of these vicious spirits, or hollows as they're known here. Honestly, these first 3 volumes were really entertaining, and they made me want to keep reading Bleach. I don't know, like, okay, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know if I'm going to be collecting Bleach from now on. I don't know if I'm going to just be continuing online, or maybe I should just start the anime. I don't know, like, there are so many options. I'm not ready to think about them just yet. But what I am ready to do is spin the wheel once again. We have 4 more wrapped books. Honestly, I'd be okay with whatever book, really. What are we getting? What are we getting? Are we getting 6? Okay, I can work with 6. 6? 6. Thank you, thank you. It's blue. Do I know? Wait, I think I know what book this is. Hello. Okay, this is The Room on the Roof. The Room on the Roof by Ruskin Bond. Madness and freedom and violence were new to him. Loneliness was familiar, something he understood. And it's not even that big. This has 190 pages. Shut up. Okay, I don't know how long it's going to take me to read these pages, because I've never read a book by this author before. I don't know how the writing is going to match with me. Like, it's just going to be a new experience all around. I'm excited. Let's do this. Let's go. I have reached the 5-hour mark on this 24-hour readathon. I've made some progress on The Room on the Roof by Ruskin Bond. I've made it to chapter 13, which is page 117. This is how it's looking. This is how we're feeling. And I do have a couple of annotations already. It's a very comforting, it's a very slow, it's a very mellow, it's a very just, you know, your day-to-day type of story. Like, nothing really is happening. We're just getting to know these characters, and our main character, Rusty, he's just experiencing Indian culture. He's getting to know new people. He's having friends for the first time in his life. Like, before this, he lived a very secluded childhood because of his English guardian, and now he kind of ran away from all of that, and he's living a new life, and it's all very scary but also very beautiful. And now I stopped the timer. I stopped reading because my sister, my mother, and I, we just, you know, we kind of want to get like a sweet little treat, so that's what we're gonna go do. And after that, I will continue reading. But a girl just needs her sweet little treats every now and again. I'm sorry, don't come for me. It's the truth. I have to live my truth. So we're gonna go now. But really enjoying this. Lovely party. Let's go. Okay, listen. That loads cooler in my head, I'm sorry. I'm pretty confident that I could maybe finish this today. So I think that that's going to be my goal for the rest of the day. It's currently 7:08. I'm obviously not going to go to sleep at 7 p.m. I mean, I could, but I won't. I'm definitely going to be finishing this, and then we'll see how I'm feeling by then. So let's do that. Let's have fun. I've been reading for 6 hours and 35 minutes. I'm gonna stop the timer real quick so that I can tell you that I finished my third book of this blind 24-hour readathon. Here is the final product. As you can see, I definitely started tabbing a lot more like after the second half of this book, because there's like this specific moment where everything just, not my camera flashing. As I was saying, I finished The Room on the Roof by Ruskin Bond. I think it's like after the halfway point. I don't know, it's like right around here where things just, you know how I mentioned that this book was basically just us following Rusty, and it's just basically a coming of age novel. He's making new friends, he's having all of these new experiences, he falls in love for the first time, and everything is so beautiful, everything is so new and wonderful, and then, I mean, life happens. Yeah, life gets in the way. So Rusty gets to experience the whole spectrum of the human emotion, and it's both beautiful yet heartbreaking, and you feel for Rusty, you connect with him, and you're like, you want to take care of him, but also you know that this is something that he has to go through himself. And it's just such a heartfelt and thoughtful book, and it really just hits you out of nowhere. Like, it starts off simple enough, just a kid growing up, you know, his formative years, and then boom, it's like life lesson after life lesson, and it was so beautiful. There were so many bits where I was like, oh my god, this is me. You are afraid to die, Rusty, but you have hardly begun to live. I know you are not happy and you must be lonely, but wait a little, be patient, and the bad days will pass. We don't know why we live. It is no use trying to know, but we have to live, Rusty, because we really want to. And as long as we want to, we have got to find something to live for and even die for. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so beautiful. I'm going to be holding on to this book, like, I'm going to be holding it close to my heart for quite some time. I'm so thankful to Chaz, if you're watching. Thank you for introducing me to this book, because it was such a beautiful experience. And now that I've finished my third book, it is time to spin once again so that we can see what other book we're going to be reading. I honestly thought that I was going to be a bit more tired after finishing The Room on the Roof, but I feel like I can go for a couple more hours. I don't know if I've just jinxed it, but I feel like at least I can start a new book. I do have the other wrapped books here with me, so let's just see this. I mean, oh my god. Watch me read all of these books. That would be kind of insane. Okay, I think it's going to be 7. We have a winner, number 7. Okay, here it is. It's number 7, folks. You guys can see it first, of course. Oh my god. Are you kidding? This is another manga. The luck that I've had in this 24-hour readathon is unreal. This is like perfect. You don't understand how perfect this is. Like, I needed this. I needed this. I needed this. I needed this. The 4th book of this readathon is Chainsaw Man. This is volume 13. Yes, volume 13. This is literally so perfect, because like, I don't know if I'm 100% there mentally to pick up like a novel, but I am so here for a manga, and I feel like I can read this and then I can spin again, because this is gonna take me like 45 minutes and I'm still not going to be sleepy by that time. So I am so excited. If you guys don't know what Chainsaw Man is, look it up, babes. No, but like, it's really good. Like, either look up the anime, which is how I started, and then it's going to be so good that you're gonna wanna start the manga. And I feel like the manga, it's fantastic. Like, some people hate on it for absolutely no reason, like not this. Yeah, I should probably stop flipping and just get to reading. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to keep spoiling myself. So we're going to be reading Chainsaw Man volume 13. This is so funny to me. Okay, Chainsaw Man volume 13. Let's do this. I'll see you when I finish. Let's go. As you can see, I'm slowly but surely making my way towards my bed. I am actually already in it. I've been reading for 7 hours and 10 minutes, and I've officially read Chainsaw Man volume 13. This was interesting. You know what I mean? Like, the energy, the spirit of Chainsaw Man was in this volume. Like, it was still really enjoyable, but it's like this weird thing because at times there were some panels that just kind of repeated themselves, and I don't know why. Like, it was just weird. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not entirely sure what the objective of the author was in repeating some panels. So that kind of took me out from time to time because I was just like, why is this being repeated? I literally took it as a little game to be like, if I could spot the differences between the panels that I thought were the same, but they were literally the same. And I was so confused as to why the author would do that. But apart from that, the story progressed, not me opening up to this, the story progressed in a very interesting manner, for sure, absolutely. I'm still really interested to see how the rest of the story is going to develop, especially after that ending. Like, oh my, like things are just falling into place, but like in the worst way possible. Cutie, we love him. So yeah, I finished Chainsaw Man, and now I have to spin again because it's only 9:19. I feel like I can read for longer. I started with 6 unread books, and now I'm down to 2. Coincidentally, 1 and 2. So really, we have very few choices, and we're not even 10 hours into this readathon, so I feel like I'm going to have to dip into my other books that are not unwrapped, which is fun though. Like, it's still going to be a fun time. Excited, terrified. I don't want number 2 because it just feels heavier. I feel like 1 would be a good pick right now for like the nighttime. And of course, like, I'm not even surprised. Like, at this point, I feel like this is just a normal occurrence in my life. Of course, we got number 2, the one that I didn't want. So let's see what we have. Look at it. Ooh, we got Stoner by Vintage Williams. That's not... It's okay, good night. See? Yeah, Mommy. So we got Stoner by John Williams with an introduction by John with an introduction by John. And this was actually also a gift from Shaz. Look at it here. Look at it. We love Shaz. Everybody, please say we love you, Shaz, in the comments. Sad Academia, old-timey vibes for when you want a nice, calm read, if you ever do. When it comes to classics, I never read the introduction because I've found that maybe like 9 times out of 10, introductions in classic literature oftentimes spoil the plot of the book, and they have like direct quotes from the story, and it's like, don't spoil it for me, don't ruin the fun. So I always skip the introduction unless it's like a reread, which has only happened a handful of times because I don't tend to reread classics. But if it's a really big favorite classic, then I do reread it, and then that time around I do read the introduction. This has a total of 288 pages, so nearly 300, and I'm definitely not going to be finishing this today, but I do want to see just how late I can get. We're just going to have fun, okay? This is a silly, goofy 24-hour readathon, literally 0 stakes, so there's nothing to stress about. It's currently 9:23 p.m. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's just, for sure, absolutely. I was gonna say good luck, everyone, as if you're doing this with me, but no. Good luck to me. Yes, I need it. So let's just start reading Stoner. I'm gonna start the timer on camera. Are you in focus? Yes, you are. William Stoner entered the University of Missouri as a freshman in the year 1910 at the age of 19. Not him dying. I know it may be a little, what's that word, preemptive? I don't think that's the word. Maybe I am getting ahead of myself, but I think I'm gonna love this book, actually. I was really scared when I first got this book, like when I first opened it, because I was like, oh my god, like this is going to be really intense, you know, to read at like 9-10 p.m. and it's going to take my brain a little bit to get like used to the writing and to get used to what's going on. I am 19 pages in and I'm in love with the writing. I don't know what it is about this specific character, William Stoner, but I feel for him and I feel reflected in him. And I don't know, like, we don't know that much about him, but what we do know, just by following him around and the decisions that he's making and just seeing the way that his mind works, I see it. And there was just this very beautiful moment that actually made me pick up the camera, because I can't even explain it. It just made me emotional. I don't know why. I can't understand it, but it's page 19. Did I say that? It's page 19. And I don't know, like there's just something so delicate, so vulnerable about this specific scene, this specific moment, that kind of like, it made me emo, not gonna lie. Like, I don't know why it hit me that hard, but like, there's just, oh my god, like, gentle and unprotected, his face softened, like the vocabulary that is being used here, like the phrases that are being used here, the way that the scene is being set, the way feelings are being expressed, everything is just like, it works. It's working for me, and it's been easier to lose myself in this story than I thought it would be. I think I'm going to love this book. I really do think that. Let me just, I usually wait 50 pages. I usually wait until I've read the first 50 pages to know if I'm going to annotate in the book, or if I'm going to use post-its, or if I'm just going to not annotate at all. But literally page 19 and I'm already writing in the book. It's this, if anybody's wondering. And I've just written, I think I'm going to love this book. So there we go. Oh my god. It's literally chapter 1 and I'm already feeling this way. That's kind of insane. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go back to reading, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, Chimmy is like too close to the camera. Okay, that is too close to the camera, baby. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, my voice is doing that thing it does when it's like too late. And it's like, baby girl, why are we still awake? You know what I mean? I've reached the 10-hour mark. Don't really know how I did that. Don't really know how I'm still awake after the day that I've had. But it was actually like a pretty good day. You know what I mean? Like, I woke up bright and early. I had a great breakfast. I did some really fun reading sprints. And I started a 24-hour readathon. You know, it was just like a great day. But I'm so tired, baby girl. I don't know for how long I can keep doing this, but I think that I'm done for today. Boundaries are so important. And if you don't set boundaries, people are going to take advantage of you. So this is me setting my boundaries. I'm going to stop. But before I fade into the ether, I do have to update you guys on my journey with Stoner by John Williams. I'm so sorry, but like, I love this. Look at the, I don't want to stand up. Look at the amount of tabs. It doesn't look like much, but it's actually quite a lot. I've just experienced a plethora of emotions and feelings while I've been reading this. I reached chapter 9, which doesn't sound like much, but actually it's 132 pages. The last annotation that I did, it's funny because I stopped reading in a really depressive chapter, and it just like, everything was so beautiful, and now it's not, and now I'm just in pain. You know what I mean? So the very last thing that I wrote before I stopped reading was, thanks, I'm now depressed. And if that doesn't describe this book, I don't know what does. And it's also just like, it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Because like, we're following this character. He was like this farm boy, you know what I mean? And his dad was like, hey, you should go to university and just like, you know, graduate in agriculture. But while William Stoner is in university, he discovers the world of literature and the beauty of language and words and the power that books have. And because of this, he falls in love with this, and he decides to switch from agriculture to an English major. We're basically just following his life. He falls in love, he marries this girl, and that's literally the worst mistake of his life. Like, girls really like usually it's the men, but in this case it's the woman, and I hate it here. Like, I support women's rights and wrongs, but in this case I hate her. I'm not really halfway through just yet, because the halfway point would be this. The halfway point would be this, which is, okay, you know what I mean? So like, I still have, I can't do that. Like, I wish I could today, but I really can't. I don't have it in me. We have 14 more hours to go, so I don't see the need to force myself to keep reading tonight. Like, yes, I will read tomorrow, but not tonight. Tonight I'm getting some shut-eye, because some very well-deserved shut-eye. But I did just want to talk about Stoner. Like, oh my god, like, I love this book. This is giving like 4.5 star vibes. I won't say a full 5 star because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's holding me back from giving it a 5 complete star. Obviously, I still haven't finished it. Like, we have ways to go before I figure out what my rating is going to be. But holy crap on a cracker. This has been such a beautiful experience already. If the portrait has a flaw, it is in its remorselessness, yet such is the clarity of the understanding that we come to accept it simply as the way things are, in the same way as a love affair becomes the way things ought to have been. No entendí, literal como que no entendí. No sé si es porque estoy, tú sabes, como que a punto de dormirme, pero no entendí. Digo, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. There's just something about the atmosphere, there's something about the voice of the narrator that just kind of really takes me back to if we were villains. And I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm loving it. Like, I'm so here for it. And I'm sorry I keep pointing at you, but like, I'm very expressive with my hands. I need to go to sleep, baby girl. I don't know why I'm here. Why are we here? Just to suffer. I'm gonna go to sleep. Loca, wow. My bed has never felt this cozy. Thank you so much for being here. Like, I am so happy that I don't have to do this alone. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much more fun knowing that you guys are going to be watching this and you're either just going to be laughing or you're going to be like supporting me through it all, or you're just going to have me as background noise, which honestly, either of those options is beautiful. If you've let me into your life, if you've let me be a part of your day-to-day, I am honored and so appreciative and so sleepy. So I'm gonna go, but I love you. We still have 14 hours to go. We still have 14 hours to go. It's fine. I'm gonna go sleep now, but I love y'all. Good night. I'm still here. It's about to be 1 p.m. and I still haven't restarted the timer. I still haven't read anything because I actually went to brunch with my mom and my grandma, and I was not about to say no to my family just so that I could read. So now that I'm back home, I'm back home, I thought this would be the perfect time to restart the timer and keep reading Stoner by John Williams. So I don't really remember. I don't really remember what I said about this book last night. Like, I was 90% asleep when I filmed the last clip. I do remember that the last chapter that I read before I gave up for the night, it made me want to die. So that's a great feeling. But yeah, I am so ready to keep reading today. I don't know how long it's going to take me to read like 100 and something pages because this has 288 and I'm in 132. So let's just see. Okay, wow, the day is so nice. I finished this book. This is the end result. It definitely has a lot of tabs. Like, I went insane with them. And I mean, we both saw it. I don't have to speak about it that much. The ending quite literally broke me. The 14-hour mark, almost 15-hour, I finished Stoner, and I had to take a break. Like, I had to take a break after finishing this because I just couldn't deal with myself. I was just too depressed. Because this book, okay. Do you guys know, let me just, give me a second. So y'all know this book, The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. This book, Stoner by John Williams, it is very reminiscent of The Heart's Invisible Furies because both of them did something that not many books do, and that is utterly tear my heart into pieces. Objectively, this is a 5-star book, but on a personal level, I'm going to be giving it 4.5 because I cannot in good conscience give a book that has broken me, that has hurt me in such a visceral level. I can never give this book 5 stars just because, you know, out of sheer pettiness, I cannot give this book 5 stars because after what this book has put me through, I can't do it. Like, yes, it's a 5-star read. Yes, I would totally recommend this to every single human alive if you want to read good literature. But personally, I have a vendetta against John Williams and I'll never let it go. I'll never forgive this man for what he put me through. And I can't, like, I just can't, okay? I can't survive another book like this because this just tore me to pieces. Like I've said it so many times, it just broke me, okay? There are so many emotions that this book makes you feel, and it's literally so reminiscent of The Heart's Invisible Furies because obviously we have these 2 very different characters. They both have very different lives, but they all have like the same quality to them, and it's the fact that we're basically following this one man through his entire life. We see them through everything. We see them through their first loves, we see them through their first heartbreak, through their first everything. Life is devastating. Life is devastating, but it's also beautiful, but it's also heartbreaking, but it's also so rewarding. There's just something about the Johns, you know what I mean? Like John Boyne, John Williams, they're onto something. I genuinely believe that John Williams has done the impossible, and by that I mean that he has somehow been able to capture the complexity of human life. He's been able to portray all of the good and all of the bad and all of the beautiful all in one book. Stoner by John Williams, objectively 5 out of 5 stars. Personally, on like a petty level, 4.5 stars. At least until I'm over all of the pain and depression this man made me feel. So now that I've finished Stoner, obviously I still have so many more hours left on this readathon, but I can't just, okay, I just can't. I think that before we open the very last wrapped book on this blind readathon, I need a break, okay? Like I need to read something that I know is going to be fun and is not going to break my heart. I think I need to read Vinland Saga. This is the 3rd, not you, not focusing. Baby girl, like, come on, let's work together. I'm going to be reading Vinland Saga now because I need a win, okay? I need a win. I need something. I just need a win, okay? I don't want to stop reading, but I also don't. Like, I don't want to open this. Like, I just want fun. I want action, I want blood and guts and violence, and Vinland Saga is gonna give that to me. So we're gonna go ahead and continue this readathon. This is our next read. Let's go. Happy reading, everyone. If you're still here, I love you. I cannot show you what just happened in Vinland Saga, but just know that I am losing my absolute mind and I don't know what to do with this information. It's literally insane. I can't believe what's going on. Like, this is, I was not expecting this. As soon as the volume began, like, I knew we were in for a ride, but I didn't know how insane it was going to get. Makoto Yukimura is a master of storytelling, and like the build-up, everything about it was great, fantastic, amazing. I'm trying to show you guys what chapter I'm in so you know why I'm losing my mind. It's this one. Oh my god, you don't understand just how crazy this story has gotten. We're in the 16-hour mark, so I'm just gonna keep reading. I'm just gonna keep losing my mind, and we'll talk later. Literally me. literally, like when I was this way through this volume, I thought a specific thought, like this can't happen, but it would be really interesting if it did, and it just happened. Like, low-key, I can't believe Makoto Yukimura got into my head. He saw what I wanted and he gave it to me. Like, I can't believe he did that. That's so romantic. This volume, I can't believe, like I said it when I read volume 2. I was like, I thought volume 1 was incredible, but then I read volume 2 and now I'm like, I thought volume 2 was perfect, and now I'm reading volume 3 and I know what real perfection looks like. I am going insane. The only bad thing about these editions is that after a while they become a little bit uncomfortable to read, just because they are very, you know what? I retract my statement. This is actually the perfect edition. I'm gonna go back to reading, but just know that I'm losing my absolute mind. And I love it. So I'm so happy that I chose to continue with Vinland Saga, because like I needed this. My heart needed it. My soul needed this. They're eating the dog, they're eating the cats. Eat the cats, eat the cats. Why am I singing that? I hate it. I've been reading for 17 hours. I have officially finished Vinland Saga by Makoto Yukimura. All I have to say is this is a 5-star, but on a personal level, on a pettiness level, this is like a 4.5 because I have the most horrible paper cut. I think I actually got it on camera when I got the paper cut. It's like in the worst place imaginable because it's not like in a finger, it's not anywhere that you could just put a band-aid on. It's literally like it's like in between 2 fingers. And if you've ever gotten a paper cut there, you know just how painful they are. And I really don't know what to do with this. Like, I'm in so much pain, it's not even funny. I can't even make a joke about it because I'm in so much pain. But objectively, if I got over myself, it's a 5-star. Like, I'm not even kidding. This can't be anything but a 5-star. No, I can literally, I'm in shock. I'm in shock. And like the best shock possible, of course. Like, I loved every second of this volume, of this deluxe edition. I think these are part 7, part 8, and part 9. This is the cover of part 9. Stunning, glorious. This was fantastic, but now we got some business to attend to. We need to open, I mean, I'm not even gonna get the spinning wheel out because we literally only have 1 wrapped book on this TBR. If I want to complete the 24-hour readathon today, I need to stay up until like 2:45 a.m. So I'm gonna make this as quick as possible because I actually need to wake up tomorrow, you know? I actually have to be a human. So yeah, let's see what I'm going to be reading. Hello? Okay, let's see what we're going to be reading. Is that a Penguin classic? Am I going to have to read a classic when I'm like this? Wait. Oh, is this Maurice? Yep. I mean, I'm very happy about this. That's an overstatement. I am happy about this because I have been wanting to read Maurice by E.M. Forster. Yes, I have been wanting to read it, but the thing that scares me, is that I'm still missing 7 hours on this 24-hour readathon. I become a different person after like 10 p.m. I truly don't recognize myself. I feel like a part of my brain shuts down and a completely different part of my body, or like my soul, turns on. I can't believe I'm gonna have to read a classic at night. Like, that's just really scary to me because I feel like my brain function at night diminishes by like 73%. That is a very specific number. But anyways, let's see how many pages this has. Maybe it's not that bad. 218 pages. Begun 1913. This was written in 1913. That's crazy. Finished 1914. Dedicated to a happier year. Stop. That's one of the best dedications that I've ever read. We can do this. I mean, I have to do this. So it's not really a matter of can, it's a matter of when I do it. Wish me luck, because I'll need it. And we will reconvene maybe in 3 hours. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. Let's do it. It's about to be 12 a.m. It's about to be 12 a.m. and I haven't finished Ian Forster's Maurice. And here's the thing, I think it's taking me so long to read Maurice. Like, I think it's been like 3 hours since I started it. I've just reached part 3, which is chapter 26, which is page 117. Now, the reason that it's taken me, I have so much more to read. Oh my god, okay. I have 100 pages. I literally have 101 pages left of Maurice. Here's the thing, the reason that I think it's taken me this long to read this much of Maurice, I'm like obsessed with saying Maurice. Maurice? Stop. Okay, so yeah, the reason that it's taken me so long, sorry, I just need to do this real quick because I feel like, you know what I mean? I keep losing my train of thought. The reason that it's taking so long for me to read Maurice is because it's a little bit confusing at times. Ian Forster doesn't really 100% tell you what's going on. He kind of like hints at it. And sometimes there are scenes or there are whole entire paragraphs that I just have to reread like at least 3 times to understand what's going on. I don't know if it's like a combination of the sleep deprivation. I don't know if it's because it's late at night and I should be sleeping. I don't know if it's because I've been reading for 21 hours, but it's taking me longer to understand what's going on. And also, Ian Forster doesn't use the most accessible of languages. You know what I mean? Like, there are some words here and there I'm like, baby, what does this mean? And I do have to look it up because obviously I I want to understand what's going on. Like, overall, I would say it's accessible, but it's not the most accessible classic that I've read. Basically, if you don't know what Maurice is about, we are following this boy, Maurice, and he is going to college and he's gay. Okay, let's just say it how it is. Back in his era, that was a sin. That was actually a crime. He's going to Cambridge and he meets this man and he falls in love with him, and like they begin their very first love, and it's all very new to him. Like he's he's just exploring a lot, and he's learning a lot about himself and the world and people and society in general. A profound emotional and sexual awakening. There we go. That's what Maurice is about. I just wanted to give you guys like this quick update because it is 12 a.m. in the morning, and like, you know what I mean, like yeah, I'm struggling because like I'm sleepy. I want to go to bed, but I can't because I still have 3 hours left. So I don't know, I'll talk to you guys when I finish the book. We'll reconvene in 3 hours, but also look at the amount of tabs that I've used so far. Like, this book is very tappable, I will say that. Also, not me having to translate, there we go, can you see it? Not me having to translate Greek at 12 a.m. in the morning. This is ungodly. Ungodly, I tell you. So no, this is okay, this is good. It's 1:30 in the morning. Look at this, look at it. 22 hours and 28 minutes, and I've reached part 4 of Maurice, not this, excuse me, of Maurice. This is what I'm missing. And then this is like notes, which it's not really that many notes. I don't remember. Hello? I don't remember if I mentioned that I was enjoying Maurice on our last update. But yeah, I'm enjoying Maurice. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very, like, it's very similar. It's very similar to Stoner in the sense that we're just following these young men as they go through their lives and as they discover things about themselves and life and other people. So it's very interesting to see how 2 of the books that I read for this readathon are so similar. Thank you. Stop doing that. Stop. I still have an hour and 30 minutes to go. So I'm definitely going to be finishing this maybe in the next hour. So I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna keep reading. Should I read something? Oh, this is also beautiful. The ethereal past had blinded him, and the highest happiness he could dream was a return to it. It has some really banger quotes, not gonna lie, like bars. Absolute bars. Anyways, what I was going to say is that I found it funny. Our main character, he's like trying to find a doctor to help him fix himself, and you know, he doesn't want to make it too obvious, so he's just like, I say, in your rounds here, do you come across unspeakables of the Oscar Wilde sort? I found that funny. Like, I know it's not funny, but like the fact that he uses Oscar Wilde to define, that's just funny to me. Like, imagine instead of being like, yes, I'm gay, you're just like, I'm of the Oscar Wilde type. Hilarious. I'm gonna go back to hilarious. I'm gonna go back to reading now, or dying, whichever one comes first.
Later that night.
23 hours and 36 minutes, and I finished Maurice by E.M. Forster. Hello, this is the final product. Hello. Gorgeous, stunning. Absolutely, like, for sure. I have 23 minutes left on this 24-hour readathon. I literally finished the entirety. Should we do a wrap up? Okay, so I'm back. I'm back with all the books that I read for this 24-hour readathon. Hey, I could read a little bit of The Reckoning of Roku, which has been my currently reading wait, no, which has been on my currently reading list for decades at this point. So for the 22 minutes, or like for the half hour that I have left, I could just read a little bit of Reckoning of Roku. But like, bestie, like, it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm not here. I'm not even here. Like, I literally, so let's just do a wrap up, you know what I mean? I read a total of 7 books in the span of 24 hours. I feel like it was a pretty successful readathon. One, because I finished my entire TBR, which was like all of my wrapped books. And 2, I also read another book that I wasn't planning to, but I did that. And this actually turned out to be a 5-star, so like a win is a win. Maurice by E.M. Forster, I think I'm going to be giving it. Like, I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the development of these characters and like diving into the psychology of what was going on. Like, that was really interesting. Would I reread it? Probably not. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would. Was it fun? No, it wasn't. It was more introspective. It was more painful than fun, but I would still recommend it. I still think it's a pretty good classic. Like, I understand why it's stood the test of time for so long. So I'm in between a 3.5 and a 4 for Maurice. And then we have Stoner by John Williams. This is a 5-star. I stopped being petty. This is a 5-star, and if I said anything else, I would be lying. Even though this isn't really a book about stoners, it's a 5-star. Skip Beat, and this was a solid 4-star. This was just so fun. Like, I read this with my Patreons. It was the perfect book to start the readathon with. It was so fun, and I really want to keep reading it. So yes, Chainsaw Man Volume 13. I think I'm going to give it a 3.5. Bleach, the first 3 volumes of Bleach. This, oh my god, this was a 4-star. Yeah, this was a 4-star too. We have these 2 5-stars. These 2. We have these 2 4-stars. We have these 2 3.5 stars. And then this one, The Room on the Roof by Ruskin Bond. Actually, I'm gonna go with a 3. Who is texting me at this hour? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a 3.5 for these 3 books. Good, great. Should I call my boyfriend? Since he's awake now. Oh my god, you're awake. Good morning, King. Okay, I guess I'll read a little bit of The Reckoning of Roku. Honestly, I'm doing better than I thought I would. No, I'm actually doing worse than I thought I would. Why does this feel like the hardest readathon that I've ever done? This readathon, even though it was like the hardest 24-hour readathon that I've done, I just read some really incredible books. I don't know if I should give Maurice 4 a 4-star. I'm gonna have to sleep on it. Sleep sounds fantastic. Should we just get all these babies together for a picture? Family portrait time. Hey! Oh, that looks disgusting. Alright folks, we've successfully accomplished the impossible. We've reached the 24-hour mark. I've been reading for 24 hours. I did read a couple of pages of The Reckoning of Roku since I still had a few seconds left, and I made it to page, I made it to page 58, which is a clever turn of phrase. So I didn't read much because I think I was like in page 28. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I didn't read much, but hey, considering considering everything, I feel like I did pretty good, if I do say so myself. This was my last hurrah. As mentioned in the previous clip, I read all of these books. We're not gonna be doing a wrap up again because that took too long. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I love every single one of you. If you're still here, you're the true champ. Just know that I'm doing all of this for you guys. So I really do hope you enjoyed. And if you did, I would love to know. Just like let me know about it. Y nada, literalmente, o sea, I love you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic day whenever you're watching this. I love you. But above all, I love sleep. So that's what we're gonna go do now. I love you. This is weird. I'm gonna stop that. But I love you. Yes, there we go. Love you. I also do love Roku, but I love you guys. And I'm gonna go now. Pero los quiero mucho, los amo. Bye bye.
Hey Jimmy, you nice. Keep going.